Well, wasn't that special? So, I really want to again express my extreme gratitude for everybody who helped put this together. Derek, our fantastic pianist, we could not have done this without him. Extraordinary musician, and he's been with us for many years. His mom is actually the president of the Youth Symphony, and he's been steeped in music, and he's one of the most sensitive accompanists that I've ever had the pleasure to work with, and these kids have had that pleasure as well. So we're incredibly grateful for his presence here today. Thank you, Derek. I'd like to thank the Grange for putting this all together, for being such heartful people. If you read the end of the program there, those words are so true. Their idea of giving us some refreshments in a few minutes was just fantastic. They really have been supportive in such a beautiful way, in so many different ways for this community. You can't imagine some of the philanthropic things that they have done, really just generated out of their heart. Whenever, especially children, are in need, they are the ones who step up to it. And I feel very blessed by being a part of this, the Grange. So thank you so much for all of your help, Grange. And they're right there standing by with their students. I'd like to thank Lucas and Leo for their presentation of our fun little piece there at the end. Leo, would you like to just tell us a little bit about how that came down?
Sure. So, me and my friend Lucas play a... Lucas? Do you want to come up here? So, we play video games like a lot of kids, and one of our games had that song in it on like a radio in the game, and I thought it'd be a fun one to learn how to play, and then I showed it to Kathleen, and we decided, hey, let's make this into the end finale. That's what happened.
And then we, of course, messed with it a little bit, you can tell, we changed it. For those oldsters, they only, 16 times. Thank you, Lucas, and thank you. Leo did an amazing job on all of this. He's being very modest, but he was really intrinsic to this particular arrangement. I spun up ideas with him, and he spun them back, and he was responsible for printing out this music. He wrote it into a music score online, so it was just a real collaboration between Leo and myself, and we've had a lot of fun with this, so thank you again, Leo. I just want to remind you that the Grange, speaking of them and how blessed they are, there is a basket back there, and those donations will go indeed to the Grange for their kindness in making this happen today. I also want to thank some of the dads who have put together the videos for the last few concerts, especially Ron today, really making all of this work. So thanks for sort of for me being able to have another presentation of it so we can all enjoy it later as we have this on video. So thank you. And right now I'd like to have you get a sort of a take on who has been doing what this year. Everybody has done something extraordinary this year. And I'd just like to show some of the more advanced students what they've been doing. Those of you who are involved with the the Latter-day Saints concert at Christmas. Could you all come forward, please?
Not so sure.
There have been a lot of things we've done this year. Perhaps they don't even remember it anymore. So thank you. That was really a special concert. They were representing the Youth Symphony. And so we really appreciated that. That was wonderful. The Youth Symphony happens to rehearse at the LDS Church. So those of you who are involved in the CME, CCS, that's lots of acronyms and stuff like that. It means the Central Coast Section Honor Band, which is all of Santa Cruz County. And this was the high school honor band. There may be somebody here who is part of that. Can you step forward? And then we've also had some extraordinary success with the Chamber Music Academy, which is through the auspices of the Youth Symphony, the Santa Cruz County Youth Symphony. And some of the pieces you heard here today were repeat performances of those, at which they also got accolades. So if you guys who are all involved in the CMA, the Chamber Music Academy program, if you could step forward, please. And a couple this year have been involved in the Music Teachers Association of California Certificate of Merit program. This is something that I offer up as a studio. It's not required, but they can take advantage of this opportunity if they want to. And this year we had 2 people taking advantage of it. And what it is an annual look at where a person is at. They level up from level 1, if they want to start there, to level 10 over the years. And they are assessed by outside adjudicators who come in, who don't know them, who rate them in terms of their musicianship, their musicality, their technique, their sight reading ability, and their theory. Music theory. They have an exam. So what they are rated in terms of excellent, and down from that, excellent is the top rating. And so those of you this year who were part of that, would you please step forward? And I will tell you that they both got excellence across the board, which meant that they were able to give a concert at the so-called branch honors, that is the Santa Cruz branch of MTAC. And we honor the very, very best of those kids, and those 2 got a chance to show their particular performance in an online, I think, was it online video this year? Yes, it was. And often it's in person. This year it was online. And so they did extraordinarily well, and very, very proud of them. Let's see, now we have also the Talent Bank competition. It's the Talent Bank Awards Festival, and some of them were part of that. Would you step forward if you were part of that? They all placed, and some of them quite highly, and this is something that is a scholarship program, such that if they place high enough, then they actually get money. So that's something to look forward to, those of you who haven't done it yet. Think of that as an incentive to be part of that next year. So congratulations to all of you who did that. And then lastly, I just would like to mention the Youth Symphony. This is the Santa Cruz County Youth Symphony. And my students are always in it every year for a long time. And this year, all of you who have been in it and or have auditioned this year and have a likelihood of getting in. The problem with all of them not getting in this year is not because of lack of ability. It's because that there are so many good flute players around that there aren't literally enough spots in the orchestra. So, so could you please step forward if you're part of, yes, Leo. Currently, Mira is principal flute, and Zoe is co-principal, and so Mira is graduating this year. So that means that Zoe will be in there, Samuel is going to be new, and Amiel and Leo are likely going to be in it. We're sort of still configuring how many people they can add. It's a very difficult decision for the director to make because they're all so good. So congratulations for those who just auditioned and who have been existing in the youth symphony to date. So I just feel so grateful for being able to work with these kids throughout the last, it's always this way, but especially the last couple of years, they were a shining light for me. They made whatever challenges that we all have been going through more blessed to me. So thank you again to you parents who have let this happen, and thank you to all of your hard work, kids. You know, it's not easy standing up here and you have one shot to do it, and standing in front of an audience and doing what they do. It takes a lot of courage, no matter how old you are, no matter how long you've done it. So I just admire these kids, and they've done a really beautiful job with their stage presence this year and with getting out of their head and into the music. So thank you so much, kids. I love it. I love you guys. They deserve it too. So, why don't we go have some good food right over here, courtesy of the Grange. Thanks so much.